We're coming back from an amazing trip, an 8-hour trip on Dana Wharf Whale Watch. We left just after 8 o'clock this morning, and about an hour or so later, we saw 2 ocean sunfish, molas, which are our biggest bony fish in this area, right up against the boat. Got amazing views at them. Shortly after that, we saw an elephant seal, a young or female elephant seal, sticking up with its head out of the water, looking like a buoy, and watched it for a couple of minutes before it sunk out of sight for a long dive. About 10 minutes after that, we saw some offshore bottlenose dolphin. Probably had about 100 of them, including lots of little calves. Came up close to the boat, went under the boat, jumped out of our wakes behind us. We spent quite some time with them, scattered all over the place, lots of close approaches from them, and some jumps and flipping upside down, and again, a lot of little calves. That was incredible. Not too long after that, about half an hour, we spent the next 2 hours with hundreds and hundreds of common dolphin. First, we had a group of about 30 common dolphin that had a lot of calves in them that were traveling along. And shortly after that, we had a group of over 50 that were feeding with a sea lion, chasing fish, swimming upside down. The fish are leaping out of the water, zipping all over the place. These were long-beak common dolphin. After that, we saw over 100 or probably 200 short-beak common dolphin. We saw them in the distance. They were jumping all the way out of the water, high leaps, twists, tail stands, chin slaps, swimming upside down, all kinds of antics, which short-beak common dolphin are much more likely to do that than long-beaked. They tend to be seen further from shore. Then after that, we got another group of about 50 or so nursery pod of long-beak common dolphin. It looked like every single dolphin had a calf with it just about, and came really close to the boat and had amazing looks at them. Not too long after that, we spotted a blue whale And amazingly enough, it's the same big blue whale that we saw exactly 1 month ago today on June 27th. And I recognize it because I've seen this blue whale many times over the years. Has a small triangular fin, has flukes that have a lot of white on the underside with black killer whale tooth rakes on either sides of the flukes. Flukes really high and slow. Last time it was down for about 8 to 12 minutes and stayed at the surface for 15 or 16 blows. This time it was down for 8 to 9 minutes and was at the surface for 15 or 16 blows. One wonderful difference is when we saw this whale a month ago, it was extremely skinny. We could count every single vertebra. We could see its ribs. It's had a month of feeding on krill. Now it no longer is really skinny. We can't see its ribs. It's really plumped out, which is wonderful. So we spent about 45 minutes with this whale, again fluking every single time. And then we spotted another whale, a different whale, which turned out to be a juvenile fin whale, which looked kind of familiar to me. Took us a while to figure it out because it wasn't behaving like a fin whale. We got amazing looks at that too. Had a bright white jaw on the lower right-hand side only, which is a key indicator for a fin whale. They can feed together, but fin whales can also feed on schooling fish as well as krill. Then we went back to the nearby blue whale and got a few more looks at that blue, and again, very high, slow fluking, almost in slow motion. Time to change a card out of your camera, and then on down, and that last fluke had a special present left behind, which was blue whale poop. Red, chunky, floating blue whale poop, which tells us that this whale has recently been feeding on krill. They could feed on 4 to 6 tons of krill a day. And it was very close to where probably the same blue whale, a blue whale, was sighted yesterday, almost within a mile of that spot. So this whale's probably been hanging out there. So that was really wonderful. So altogether we spent over an hour with that blue whale, about 25 minutes or so with the fin whale. Saw some more common dolphin on the way in, which were quite likely one of the groups we saw before. So an absolutely amazing day, beautiful, flat seas, fantastic day on Dana Wharf Whale Watch, and we'll be doing more of these special extended 8-hour trips when you have more time to spend with animals and more time to go looking for a diverse variety. So amazing day, great whales, and especially that blue whale, to see that whale again and see how wonderful it's looking.